Feel that? Yeah, that's a joint that's not moving the way that it should. Normally, as I feel through your neck, it should feel like a big spring where everything bends and flexes. Feels like the spring's welded together there, and that's setting up a cycle of trouble. First, it's stiff, which makes the muscle work hard like a rusty hinge, so the muscle tightens. And that's where you get discomfort, from the joint restriction and the muscle tightness. But those two things are symptoms of a bigger problem. That problem is your head and shoulders are dumping forward. Everything that you do is out in front of you by texting and working at workstations and driving, carrying things. And so it tends to overdevelop your pecs and your traps and underdevelop the muscles of your shoulder blades. So it causes problems. Imagine if we had a telephone pole with a bowling ball sitting right on top, and I asked you to keep that bowling ball there while I go run off for 8 hours. That'd be no trouble, really. But what if the telephone pole dumped forward and the bowling ball rolled off the front, and now you've got to hang on to that bowling ball for 8 hours? Well, that would be a problem, and that's what these traps are doing all day long. They're hanging onto your head, which weighs about as much as a bowling ball, and they're getting tired. So that means we need to change your posture. Yep, you can think about that, but unfortunately, as soon as you get back to texting in your workstation, you're going to forget and dump back to neutral. Because your posture is like a lifesaver that's in between two rubber bands. Whatever the tension of those rubber bands is where the lifesaver goes, and you can temporarily move it, but it's going to spring back to whatever the tension of the bands is. So the only way that we solve this long term is by stretching out the pecs and the traps, strengthening your scapular stabilizers, and then we don't have an abnormal pull on the joint. So that means some homework. Sounds good?
Sounds good.